That's my guy right there.
Yeah,
I'm a real fan, so I ain't gotta pretend.
Yeah, thank you, man.
I'm gonna bring him on the show one day. Yeah, he was telling me that when I first met you, like, I like this guy right here. He's got a big heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it showed. It showed when you was on the floor. You know what I'm saying? That you showed you was a team player too. I like that.
Yeah, man. It's about man. To tell you the truth, man. It's just with basketball, like I said, when you saw me in LA Fitness.
Yeah.
He saw me about 5 years ago. Every day I went to LA Fitness.
Yeah, that's how I could.
And every LA Fitness I went through, from Hollywood to Miami Gardens.
Yeah.
And I show love everywhere.
What about Pembroke?
I've been to LA Fitness over there too.
I shoot over there every day.
Yeah, I go over to LA Fitness over there. I was over there training with Remy and Joel.
Look at Remy.
That's actually where you train at.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I was over there. You know what I mean? I went over there to get some shots up. Trained a little bit.
I might have saw him and didn't even know who he was.
You know what I mean?
He's been around.
That's why I play.
He be out here.
Let me tell you, man, LA Fitness is where I got my grit from, and on top, I was telling you, that's where I got my jump shot from too. Like I averaged 33 points, 16 rebounds this season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I shot 40% from the 3-point line, 58% from the field.
You got the numbers.
80% from the free throw.
Facts.
That's just so confusing to me. So how do you just
if
not get
you can literally go in the NBA and ball out.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like,
why is it so hard?
Maybe I'm not what they're looking for. And
what does that mean?
Maybe that's what it is.
But aren't they about numbers?
I don't know what they're about. NBA is it's more of a brotherhood. I'm not part of that brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? But if they do have somebody that could probably talk to them and boom, 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 and give me a workout and this, it's all about when I mean brotherhood, I'm talking about agents that are been in communication with these teams for years, and so they could pull favors and all that stuff. Maybe that's what I need. But right now, I'm not
circle yet.
Really, I'm not even. I'm really not worried about the NBA. I don't even care, to tell you the truth. If I get in it for a year or two, that'll be my ultimate goal, and I'll be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? But at this point in my life, you know what I'm saying, I'm
You're
fine.
Happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm not stressing. I don't need to kiss nobody's ass.
What about the money? Like, some people want to do it for the money. Like,
I
want to make this.
She right. You deserve a $50-60 million check.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I deserve
for like 3 years.
I deserve whatever God gives me.
You deserve a 60.
You know what I'm saying? I'm Gucci right now. You know what I mean?
You heard what I said? 60 million, 65. He need about what? About 20 guaranteed.
He's 6'10" and humble, 6'9.5" and humble.
He's so humble.
If they give me $60 million, let me tell you.
What you gonna do with $60 million?
$60 million 4 years. Matter of fact, I signed a $60 million 5 years. You know what I'm talking about?
Add a year to it.
You know what I'm saying? $60 million 6 years. What you talking about?
Nah, because I think $60 million 3 years. Man.
You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like
you ain't gotta give up all that time, because I definitely could put my money. He'd be the truth. I could put my money.
I work hard, man. That's the thing with me. I work hard, and I've learned so much. You know what I'm saying? And like I was telling you guys before, the main thing is just to listen, man. Like that's the main thing. Listen and just have heart. You know what I'm saying? If you do not listen, but you have heart and you going out there grinding every night, there's a possibility that you can make something happen. But at the end of the day, you have to listen, because then it comes down to critical situations that you're put in that that means that you have to listen. You know what I mean?
I like that you said listen, but me being an ex-coach, I look at it a little bit different. Like, all right, think about the Lakers team, the Golden State team that they had winning the championship, and now the Lakers team, right? When it comes to those many players that have great IQs, do you really think a coach can coach these guys? I believe it's like this, and because I've been a coach before, I think it's like this. With all of those IQs out there, like LeBron and Anthony and all of them on the same team, there's no coach that can coach them. What he can do is talk to those guys and kind of let them know that, hey, we all out here, we all make big money, but it's a bigger picture than that. It's more about winning the championship. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah,
coaching is something far-fetched when it comes to a bunch of guys with great IQs. Come on.
Well, in that situation, if you're coaching a LeBron, I don't think you're coaching a LeBron. You're talking to LeBron.
Definitely.
I don't think you're coaching a Wade. You're talking to Wade. I don't think you're coaching Carmelo. You're talking to them, because these guys have been doing that since they were 6 years old. So it's second nature to them. You know, as a coach, you got to understand what goes on paper. What you're showing me on paper is completely different than what's actually going on in the game. What you show me on paper, you know what I mean, you can't predict what's actually going to happen in the game. You could say that they're going to do this. You could draw it up. You could draw it up. But actually in the game, a defensive player will switch it on you, like a Tony. What's the name from Memphis?
Chicago. He's from Chicago boy.
Tony Allen. Tony Allen. He will switch it up on you real quick. Like, man, they ain't teach you that boy who plays for LA Clippers right now, Pat Beverly.
Yeah, Chicago boy, another one.
You know what I mean? What's the other one name on it? Those defensive guys, they'll switch it up on you real quick, man. Like
he's over there at the Clippers now.
Yeah. Kawhi.
Who's at the Clippers?
Beverly.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Clippers
those guys. Sometimes what you writing down, what you showing me on the board I'm looking at it like, Coach, this is not gonna work. You know, but
great players make great plays.
You have to learn how to read the situation. Like sometimes, like this season, I'm taking shots. Coach, show me something on that board. Like, look, Coach, I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's 1.5 seconds on the clock. I ain't running that shit. You know what I'm saying?
and you can see that.
That thing is flying. That thing going up. You know, that's what you guys pay me for, to let it fly. And then when I hit it, it's good. But when I don't hit it, then it's like, I'm just being real.
No, it is.
Right. I had a question on listening. All right, so now you said, and this is just for the maybe like the troubled youth, right? So I want to kind of go into that, the troubled youth. You said you kind of had a troubling time from 14 on
21.
21 on up?
Yeah,
or 14 to 21, right?
14 to 21.
So what was that pivotal moment for you that got you to realize, okay, you know what? I want to take something serious. I want to start listening. I want to start, doing things a little bit better.
So I had this I had this friend that I made in summer school, actually.
Where? What age?
In Belmore when I was about 18. You know, and his mother, you know, they were very wealthy. You know what I'm saying? So they used to take me to the Hamptons. You know what I'm saying? Every couple of weeks that they used to go, when they have time, they'll call me up. But they used to call me every day, and because, you know, I'm in a group home, I don't see too much. When they took me to the Hamptons and they showed me these homes and the neighborhoods, people are walking, and, you know, in my neighborhood, you can really walk around like that, you know, but, you know, I'm talking about Yonkers and certain parts of Freeport, you know, at that time. People who know Freeport at that time know what I'm talking about. You know, but when you're in the Hamptons and you see all these houses and how people live and how they carry themselves and, you know, how they speak, and even you have the trash ones that are rich trash, you know, you know what I'm saying? But you start questioning yourself, like, what am I doing?
Right.
Why am I here in this gang? Why am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I fighting with dudes on the corner for, you know what I'm saying? Why am I in school wilding out?
And that's why I was telling you about Grenada, how humble the people is in Grenada. I can't believe that we over here honking horns and having rages and stuff on the expressways and on the streets. And in Grenada, they don't even blow their horn. You know what I'm saying? It's so humble over there. I can't believe that type of life. And piggybacking off of Njie, you say you was in a group home. Who was the lady that was over you? Because she had a son, you said, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to mention her name.
Okay, so I wanted to know this. The young man that was in the house with you, y'all probably didn't see eye to eye. And a lot of times that comes from, if that's his parent and you're not, it comes from jealousy.
Well, the homeboy wasn't in the group home.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't in the group. They allowed us to go to public schools.
Oh.
You know, so I made a friend from
at
the public school, and it wasn't any jealousy stuff. It was, you know, they actually just welcomed me in, and hey, this is my friend, Mom, boom, boom. And then next thing you know, I start going to his house every other day, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be in a group home and there's just so much going on, and I only could be out the house for like 2 hours because we had time restrictions, you know, so sometimes I'll have a time restrictions that I will be able to go out the house for 1 hour, go out, and you know, you got to work that way up during every week. So every week, if you have good behavior, then they raise that up to about, the max I think is about 5 hours, you know, but you have to be in the house by 8. Or unless you have special permission, you know what I mean? So I used to get special permission a lot because I was starting to behave, nice. and I wanted to go out, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to see what's out there, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, when I saw how they was dressing, I started dressing different. I started dressing in
Yes.
Abercrombie and,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying? It looked weird on me for a minute, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I look rough. It's like a rough dude in Abercrombie.
That's so funny you're saying that.
You know what I mean?
Trying.
Because that's what I grew up in Carroll City Apartments. They're right across the street from Carroll City
Triple
Senior High.
Cs.
Yeah, so the APTs. But I grew up over there, and it's really, really different. I was the only one out of my brothers and sisters that was able to go to England, all the way to England when I was 10 years old.
Okay.
So when I was able to go to England at 10, I got to see my uncle and my aunts, and I see these huge houses, and I see the lifestyle. I see it. I came back, I was so different. So different from everyone else. It was almost like, okay, well, now someone like you bougie or you this. It's like, no, I see the world different.
Yeah.
You start to see things differently.
It
so
opens up your mind
It
when you
does.
travel.
That's what
I can attest to
that's
that,
what
yeah.
your son was talking about when you came on the show. Like,
Definitely.
Cultural
When
evolution.
you
For
travel,
sure.
you get to see new things and you become different.
For sure. For sure.
It's,
It's
more
not
than
the
life.
same, yeah.
It's more than life
And
than
that's-
your stop sign.
Right.
Your average stop sign on your corner.
That's what I was telling you, man. Travel.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
just travel.
No, that's all my wife talks about is traveling. Like, for the first time in my life, I was like, from June to now, I've been gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and it's weird. I be crying about money, but you know,
Yeah.
it ain't no
It'll
need.
come,
It ain't no
yeah.
At
need
the
to
end
cry
of the-
about money.
yeah.
Just enjoy yourself because you don't know, when it's gonna all end.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's what it's about.
So tell me, how did you end up in a group home?
This was like a little weird. My father, right? I came here to live with my father. My mom, she basically like wanted me to know who my father was, putting that in a soft way, you know what I'm saying? And left me in America, you know what I mean? So my father was abusing me, you know what I mean? Like he was an alcoholic, you know, so he was abusing me. I'm not sure if he meant to, but he was abusing me. And one day I just decided to run away, you know what I'm saying? So I ran away. I went to one of my friend's house who was actually about around the corner. This was in Yonkers. This was on Warburton Avenue, you know, and I knocked on his door and I told his mom was Puerto Rican, you know, so I knocked on his door and I was like, hey man, could you guys hold me down? My dad's beating the shit out, you know, excuse my language. He's beating the mess out of me, you know, could you guys hold me down? She's like, man, I don't have enough space. She had like 3 kids, you know, and I respect that. I understand that, you know. This would never leave my mind, you know. And it was snowing, it was raining, snowing, it was cold, you know. So she called the shelter. So they, like, I think like 3 hours or 2 hours later, they came and they picked me up in this black car, you know. And then we drove for like 45 minutes into like Westchester County. Like this was land. It looked like we were going into like some psych ward, man. Like,
Oh my God.
you know what I mean? So it was crazy. This was
that's
scary.
scary.
Yeah, it was scary. But when I got there, you know what I'm saying? It was like a couple dudes, you know what I'm saying? A couple dudes that was in this gang, Blood Gang, Latin Kings, Crips.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? But they were all cool. Everybody were cool, you know what I'm saying? So they used to like hold me down and they taught me like how to fight, you know what I'm saying? So like we were actually fighting there.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
but
So
the staff will come and like pull us off, but they will teach me how to fight, and it wasn't no knives, it wasn't none of that, no gun, but I became tougher, and I gained. That's where I gained my grit. I would never take this back in my life. I will never ever. I will go through that again because it made me who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I always been fighting. You know what I mean? I ain't win all of them. You know what I'm saying? Win some, you lose some. You know what I'm saying?
What age was that now?
But I ain't never go to sleep though.
You was between what, 14 and 18?
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody go to sleep.
Ain't nobody put you to sleep.
Hell no.
What age was that again?
14.
14.
Yeah, this was 14.
Wait, so no brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I got 2 sisters. You
But
know,
they
I got
weren't
3
here.
sisters, but I don't think she liked me anymore. But it's all
Oh, what you do?
good. It's from my father's side. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
well.
So, you know, what I mean, we don't really communicate. Actually, I got 4 sisters, man, but we don't really communicate like that. You know, but you know, I love all of them.
Is it
you
gonna
know?
change soon?
Shit, no.
You keeping it real.
You know,
They change it if you wanted it to change.
You know,
The
I keep
weird-
it just like how it is right now. If I
Yeah.
see him, I give him a hug. You know, my sister in London, I'm very close to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's cool, man. I got 2 sisters. One about 6'5".
Oh.
And yeah, she a beast. She funny too. You know what I mean?
she funny.
Yeah, we not too close, but you know what I mean? We close enough. You know, we keep it civil. And then my other one is my little sister who she contacts me. Every time I'm in London, you know what I mean, we gotta go out to lunch, we gotta vibe. You know, she's real cool. Like that's my love right there. I love her.
You know, I tried to, and Gary can witness this. I tried to do a family reunion to bring my family together, and
Lord.
and it fell apart.
It did happen though.
It did happen?
It happened. They did it without me, but
No, it happened when you were there. When you,
Oh.
no, unfortunately, your sister passed away. That's how it happened.
No. That happened too. But what happened was the family is not family. When we get older, family takes their own route. Everybody goes their own way, and then everybody starts to believe that we're not family because we don't call each other, or we don't talk to each other. So that's the type of family we have, where everybody feels like, you know, we out here by ourselves.
Yeah.
I actually went home to Chicago this last month. I was at home like 24 days, something like that. First time since I left Chicago. I was there that long. I was like, yo, get me out of here. But I went to visit all my family, and something happened along the way where it made me like, don't even want to go back and visit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to go and visit your family, because the things that happened wasn't supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because you here it for a reason. In my heart, I'm saying, yo, I ain't seen my family. I don't even know y'all kids. Let me go and see how y'all doing. Let me see who my great nephews and nieces are. And then an argument broke out like 2:00 in the morning.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm like, yo, let me get up out of here. Like,
Yeah.
why did I come up here?
You don't want
know
to be
what I'm saying?
around that.
Yeah, so, you know, family is not the way that, like you just said, you know, we ain't gonna be close no time soon.
Yeah.
I can understand that some of my family's not gonna be close no time soon, and it's sad.
Yeah.
Because we all grown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now our kids up under us are watching us.
Yeah.
And they're gonna do the same thing you're doing. That's why they watching you.
You gotta understand that, like, sometimes family gotta be family who's a part of the process. If they ain't a part of the process, you know what I'm saying, then all of a sudden you become successful, or they see that you're doing something, and then now they
Yeah,
want to
right
pop out
on
of the
there.
woodworks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That ain't no family. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's been a part of your process, and he ain't even blood, but he's been rebounding for you. He's been grinding with you. That's family. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I consider. That's what I consider family. You know what I'm saying? Like you may have you may have somebody who's your blood, but then you know what I'm saying?
They ain't doing nothing for you.
They don't give a, you know what I'm saying? They don't give a whatever about you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Family is somebody who cares about you. Like you could care about me and love me as your son or as your brother. That I consider you family. I'm gonna be like, yo, what's up? You good? You need anything?
Right.
When you see me broke and I'm down and I'm out, and yo, you want to shake or something? You know that I'll be like, that hit my heart, because like that's family.
That's all you need.
That's
all you
I
need.
need a shake, bro. I do need a shake. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's family. You know what I'm saying to me? Like I got this cat called Jordy. You know what I'm saying? He actually does a cam called Jump. He does all of that for like all these guys now from Miami Hoop School and DVC. You know what I'm saying? He's been with me for like 8 years down here, and he's been rocking with me for since. You know what I'm saying? Then I started meeting Retro. I started meeting like different cats. Started meeting you.
Shout out
you know
to
what I'm
Retro,
saying?
bro.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
Retro.
Like you know, like all these guys been a part of my process. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they weren't there, you know what I'm saying, when I needed a drink or something. But if I call Retro, he there.